Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Raved and welcome back to another bonus episode of Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. So, in the last episode, we encountered the lunar duo Cresselia and Darkrai, both in Full Moon and New Moon Island. We set Cresselia off, and she is now currently roaming the Sinnoh region, as we can see in the bottom screen, with the flashing icon signifying that she is in fact roaming. And as for Darkrai, we encountered him in Full Moon Island, or I believe it's either Full Moon or New Moon. I can't remember the two, they're similar, whatever. And we caught him, and put an and I said that like some kind of Mexican, redneck, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean, but we put an end to his reign of terror by giving everybody in Canley City and the world nightmares. And now in this episode, you may be thinking exactly why we're here in Jubilife City. The main reason we're here is because we're going to be tackling another event, and I was actually around the vicinity when I started to record. So, let's go ahead and enter this place, and let's find our new thing. So once again, we have a guy in green. No, talk to this guy. Good evening, you must be Sebastian. I received a gift for you, here you go. And with that, we receive Oak's letter. We look forward to your next visit. So you may be thinking exactly what Oak's letter does. Well, I'll be showing that off, as well as something new. I went ahead and trained my Pokemon like crazy to a good level, 75 for most of them, and then I said a long time ago that I would like Torterra to be a couple levels higher. And after just reviewing my work from like a couple months ago, because there's nothing wrong with that, and why do I keep sounding like, you know, maybe I'll just talk in like a really stereotypical American accent. You know, if I feel like it, but I don't want to be mean, so. Back to what I was getting at before. So with Torterra, I said I wanted my starter to be a little bit more leveled than the others. So that's exactly what I did for this. Now, let's go ahead and let's go fly to the Pokemon League. Now, you may be thinking exactly why we're doing this. There's two reasons. One of them's major, one of them is extremely minor. Fun fact about this place, actually. In addition to that comment that I talked to you guys about when we first got here, almost every single other episode that I recorded after this, I would always come to the spot and just listen, reflect on what I'm going to do, and just continue on from there. So, this is pretty much my escape to think about what I'm going to be doing. And it's pretty much worked. I mean, I really haven't screwed up that much in most of my episodes, so it's really nice how I can come somewhere in a game and just flat out reflect. It's as if I went to a library and I was reflecting on what I'm going to study. Here it's about what I'm going to reflect to do. But enough of all that, we want to go down into Victory Road because there is an obstacle that was once in the way, if you want to call him an obstacle, because, well, okay, fine. I tried to make a couple of insults here, but then I said, no, that's too mean. We had a tub of lard sitting in the way, and that's exactly what I get for saying a mean comment like that. We got a Rhyhorn just looking at us menacingly as if, we calling a tub of lard, punk. But what we really want to do is we want to put on a Max Repel, because guess what? You thought 40-something Max Repels was enough? No! We need to have 75. Why? Because I am just too cool to afford only 46 of them. Now, you can apparently see that on the right of our screen, we can see that there isn't any person blocking the way to that cave that we actually tried to go to when we first got here to the very end of Victory Road. And now that we can finally go ahead and access the place, there really isn't a whole lot to do now. So all we need to do is go in, and we just need to keep going down a couple more. And what lies beyond here? I'm Marley. And you are? Oh, Sebastian. Will you help me, please? I want to get through this tunnel. Will you let me go with you? So, once again, with pretty much every other partner, we don't get a chance to say yes or no. But since her ability is clearly that she can heal our Pokemon, I guess it's fine. But in this cave, as you can see, it's very foggy. Hey, guess what, guys? Looks like the fog wasn't so useless after all. Ha! How's that feel? All of you were like, go ahead and get rid of the fog. It's not good. You're just wasting space. You're gonna put, like, I don't know, Gust. It's better than that crappy move. Well, guess what? No! Defog is the best move in the world. You know why? You're welcome. That's why. Anyways. So there are a couple of battles that we will be doing here. I'm gonna cut the majority of them because I kind of want to get to the main event. This is just another thing that is cool to show off and is pretty much in the way. But it's just something that is just thrown in here because, well, it's on our way to the destination, which I'd like to show off. So, right now I can show off Marley and what her Pokemon are like against these two standard stereotypical Ace trainers. And I'm using a lot of stereotypical stuff. If you're an Ace trainer, your hair has to be a different color than brown. That's my impression, actually, because, you know what, I've noticed that for a bunch of games, Ace trainers never have normal colored hair. I think the last one I can remember that's pretty much normal would probably be Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where it was actually like slightly purple, I think, but whatever. Anyways, so for Marley, we can see that she actually has an Arcanine, which is a Pokemon which I'm going to be explaining along with many others we see here. So Marowak is, first of all, let's explain Arcanine. Arcanine is a Pokemon from Generation 1, which is a very, very good Fire-type Pokemon, and if you did not have any Starter-type Pokemon that were Fire-type in Generation 1, Arcanines and its pre-evolution Growlithe are a really good idea to get because they're really powerful physically. Special attack is good. They're all around really good Pokemon, so I would highly recommend picking them up for any team in general if you want to have something balanced or not. For Marowak, Marowak is a Pokemon which has a rather sad story behind it. Because apparently Marowak was originally a ghost in Generation 1, but I'm not going to get into any creepypasta subjects here because we don't want to talk about those out of all places. Or talk about it here in all places. And why am I using Extreme Speed on the wrong Pokemon? Whatever, it doesn't really matter that much. So, for Marowak, Marowak was supposed to be a ghost, and its pre-evolution Cubone is actually wearing the skull of Marowak's head, which is so screwed up, to say the least. I could have said it in a lot more harsher tone, but I kind of didn't want to sound too harsh there. Metang. Metang is a pretty good Steel Psychic Pokemon from Generation 3 that had also Beldum and Metagross, which are the pre and final evolution of it. Overall, they're actually, all these Pokemon that are shown off here are pretty excellent Pokemon, especially Ludicolo, but Kangaskhan is first up on the list because it's someone that has been queued for a while. Kangaskhan is a Pokemon that I don't really have any opinions on it. It's okay, I guess. I never used one before, so I can't really infer. So, Kangaskhan, I guess you could use if you want to be diverse. But let's talk about Ludicolo, because Ludicolo, I mean, just look at that face. You cannot look at that face and say, I don't like it. It's too jolly. It's as if, I almost said if that is. That doesn't make sense at all. But it's almost as if Ludicolo was just so happy because look at that face. And Ludicolo is the final evolution of Breloom, Lombre, and I already forget the other Lotad. God, I cannot speak at all today or remember any basic Pokemon facts. You see how much my mind slips away when you get into other games? But Ludicolo overall, I actually really like it. It's a good water grass Pokemon to have, especially in Generation 3, and pretty much any other generation I could possibly think of. It's just an overall great Pokemon. But with that, we're done with that battle. So from here on out, I'm not going to be showing off any other battles, simply because, well, that was basically the gist of all of it. So if we encounter anything else, I'm not going to end up showing it off. But around here, this dungeon is not extremely long. The only thing that's long about this place is this little maze here. But it's really, really easy to go across. And speaking of mazes, actually, drifting off into other subjects about things, I actually recently saw The Goblet of Fire, as stupid as that sounds for watching a movie that old right now. 7 years later. What the hell's up with me in 2005? Jeez, I mean, first we have, well, LP number 2 currently about to start, which you all know what it is, being released in 2005 as well, and then having Goblet of Fire being the most recent my most recent watched movie. But speaking of Labyrinth for Goblet of Fire, for all of you who haven't seen it, I don't think you should listen to this, but otherwise, I don't know, at the end there was a labyrinth at the end, like, for the final task, and, I don't know, I guess it reminded me of it, so, one second. Okay, now that we're done with that, I cannot, jeez. I'm starting to lose my sense of speech. And we just went on about nothing for 4 seconds before encountering another battle. Great. Alright, now that we're done with that, there's nothing more to this dungeon. Like I said, very short. Oh, this is it. There's a stone tablet ahead. I wanted to see the Pokemon that visits it, that's all. I appreciate your escorting me. Just a little. So you're slowly starting to appreciate my escorting. Great. That's great. Beautiful. Anyway, to the left here we have an item, and that contains a nugget. Nuggets, we all know the drill. Sell them for $5,000, become rich. Basically, all these fools, these ignorant fools here do not even know that there's money, and we're just picking it up. But with that, we're pretty much done with the dungeon. So all we have to do is get out here, and Marley is nowhere to be found. But you know what else is found? Pure salt water and grass. Welcome to Route 224, pretty much the last route we'll ever encounter, or the last new route we'll ever encounter. Right here we get an upgrade. Once again, we already know what those do. Very, very pointless. There's more than one in this game, surprisingly. The more you know. Okay, now let's just pass by this old man here, because we do not want to talk to this old man. And there's a rare candy hitting on this little tile. So, actually, good thing I had a sense of observation for that. So, I guess I should also mention that I used up all those rare candies for leveling... Rock! Hi, what's up, Rock? You look pretty cool. Oh, what are you trying to talk to me about? I just realized the guy's name. Nothing, sorry. So, moving on here, there's not a whole lot to this route to be seen. There are a couple of battles, but we can't... I mean, I'm not gonna... What? Oh, I didn't even have Max Repels on. Wow. Okay, then. I guess I just simply barged right through this entire route without encountering a single Pokemon until then. And, don't think I don't see you. I see you camouflaged. Right there. But I'm not even gonna bother. So you know what? I'm just gonna pretend I never saw you. You want attention? Well, guess what? This guy does get attention because I just walked right by him. God, what is up with me getting into all these random random battles? Anyways, right here we get a Destiny Knot, and the way it works is that it's basically synchronized for like attract and stuff. If the Pokemon holding becomes infatuated, then the same happens to the other Pokemon. So basically, it's a ball of yarn, which is used to connect two people to be happy. Oh, the possibilities of that if it was involved in real life. Anyways, right here, there is a stone tablet, and... What's up? I don't like to talk. Okay, that explains a lot then. I'm sorry for being mean to you before. I choose my words carefully, but they may still hurt someone accidentally. When I think of that, I clam up. That's why I think this third Pokemon is so wonderful. It's a Pokemon that conveys the feelings of gratitude in a nice way. That stone tablet, it has a strange feel to it. I don't care about the tablet. Professor Oak, what is up, my man? You have not been around for like maybe an episode or 4.
Ah, Sebastian, it's good to see you. Without any further ado, I'd like you to examine this stone tablet. Something just like it was also discovered in the Kanto region. I want to ask for your help in solving the mystery behind this. I tried deciphering the engravings on the stone tablet. Apparently, it is for a trainer to engrave his or her thoughts after growing as a person on an adventure. A trainer fitting that description would be you. That's why I'm asking you for your help. You've met many people in Pokemon. You've experienced many things that shaped you into the person you are. I want you to sincerely tell me who affected you the most. Tell me, to whom you most want to say your thanks.
You know who I really want to thank? I want to thank you guys. It sounds cheesy, and I know, but I honestly mean it. I am very, very thankful for everything you guys have done for me so far, and I just want to thank you all. So the best way I could do this would be in just a generic, random, little thank you thing right here. You guys! Alright, now let's just click OK. You most want to express your thanks to you guys? You're absolutely certain of it? Yes, Professor Oak. I am absolutely certain I would like to say thank you to people who look at my stuff.
Great Scott! What was that Pokemon? Is it somehow connected to the stone tablet?
By the way, if you guys didn't get that before, I said Great Scott because I was thinking of Back to the Future for some reason.
Where did that Pokemon go? Its destination is intriguing.
It's a straight for... Thank you. That must have been the Pokemon that conveys the feelings of gratitude. You made it so I could see it. So, I'll have to convey thanks in my own words too. Professor Oakman, that is a straight path. The intriguing area where it went is literally maybe a couple of steps, if not maybe around a couple of feet away. But enough bashing Professor Oak. Let's just run here onto the sea break path. I'm sorry, this music is just so calming and relaxing. But if you look at the bottom screen, you can see that the map of the Sinnoh region has been extended slightly in terms of this route, because now this path was created. We are just simply walking. But I would run, but come on, running is too mainstream. Well, then again, there are time limits. Why do I keep saying limitations? So let's just go ahead and run. Repulsive effect wore off, but I could highly care less. So, moving up here, there is a little bit of a walk to go, but it doesn't really matter, because at the very end lies something very, very special for us, and that is clearly that strange Pokemon we saw. And now here in the Flower Paradise, we have a bunch of flowers everywhere, and this really does make it feel so relaxing and calm and everything. It's just so great. I understand why Marley was so interested in this Pokemon. It just makes me feel happy. So you know what we're gonna do? We're pretty much gonna do the biggest, meanest thing ever. We're gonna capture happiness. Say hello to Shaymin. Shaymin is a standard grass type, which is actually not that bad. It's considered a legendary because there's another thing about Shaymin which I would show off shortly afterwards. It's only level 30, so really any Pokeball would do. So a Nest Ball I think would suit Shaymin best because, well, it's green, Shaymin's green, you get that concept of mine. So wow, really? Really? Guess we're doing a little bit of, guess who's gonna put up a little bit of fight, or because Shaymin is actually genderless, even though it's clearly sounds like a girl in a way, but hey, I mean, we all have those situations. Maybe just a standard Ultra Ball, because to be honest, I just really want to catch Shaymin so I could show off one quick thing about it, because it's actually, once again, a very interesting Pokemon, just like Rotom. Now, come on Shaymin, I am too powerful. Even the slightest touch of any of my Pokemon will completely destroy you. So, if you could be so nice as to go in this good Nest Ball right here, I would highly appreciate it. So let's see. Cross my fingers. 1. Oh, come on. I thought crossing my fingers would work again. And Synthesis is completely useless because anything that we will do will pretty much just involve us throwing a bunch of balls at you. 1, 2, 3, got it. Jeez. I'm surprised it took way longer than I thought it would. I thought it would just be a simple catch, and that's it. But we've caught Shaymin. So exactly why is this Pokemon of any relevance or anything else? Because we pretty much just caught Shaymin, and normally I would end the episode here. Well, Shaymin is not only the Pokemon revolving around happiness, and we just pretty much captured happiness, making us look like a total ass. But there's something very special for us in Floroma Town that is very well worth showing off, and it would help us a lot if we would see it. Now, I actually can't remember how this other event plays out, but I'm gonna go ahead and retrieve Shaymin from the PC box, so give me a second. Hi Garatina, I mean bitch. Hi Darkrai, hi Doofer, hi Rotom, hi Shaymin. You're gonna come with me now. Who should I get rid of? I don't need you, Torterra. You're cool and all. I'll just put you here. You know what, you and Garatina could be like buddies. Partners in crime, you know? Anyways, I've been trying to think of this episode as being very short, but it ended up being relatively long. But hopefully you guys understand. So, now, what I'd like to show off is that there's this girl right here. And if I'm not mistaken... Oh! Shaymin! If you have that Pokemon, then you should also have some Grassadilla flowers. I've got a whole bunch, so you can have some. So that we get the Grassadilla. Now, exactly what does the Grassadilla do? Well, let's go ahead and look at Shaymin. Shaymin, all around, is just a relatively good Pokemon. I mean, not relatively good. I mean, its attack is pretty good for the level that's at. Its moves are alright. It's kind of nice. And I like how it says had a fateful encounter. I just like how it says that and how it's worded. So you may be thinking exactly what a Grassadilla does. First, let's take this Lumberry from Shaymin. Now, the Grassadilla flower is a flower that is to convey gratitude on special occasions, like birthdays. So we can actually use it on Shaymin, but it won't have any effect. Okay, so, sorry about that cut there, but there's something kind of weird that is not working for some reason. So, the thing with Shaymin is that you actually have to use your Grassadilla flower the way that I'm using it right now. However, it won't have any effect. I could be doing something wrong here. Maybe it's only during daytime or something. But all I know is, right now I can't really show it off. So here's a picture of Skyform Shaymin on screen. Trust me, I've spent around maybe 20 minutes looking up just how exactly this is supposed to go down. Maybe it's just something with my emulator, maybe it's not, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being dumb, there's something that I'm missing. But other than that, I think we're going to call an episode here, because it's been a pretty long time, if I do say so myself, and I would like to finish it off in a relatively short time. Even though it's probably not going to be true at all. Anyways, next time on Let's Play Pokemon Platinum, we're going to go ahead and catch some more legendaries. 2 to be exact. And which 2 am I talking about? Maybe the bottom screen will give you some ideas. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.